George Lucas was born in the sleepy San Joaquin Valley town of Modesto. In his first 40 years, he would take a moribund genre of motion picture, the science fiction fantasy film, and turn it into a cinematic engine of change that would revolutionize the art of the motion picture itself. Like Edward Muybridge a century before, George Lucas would reinvent the art of visual storytelling and teach the world a new way to see.
Presenting the amazing interplanetary adventures of Flash Gordon.
George Lucas loved radio. A child of the late 1940s, he sat in front of the Magnavox in his parents' living room, listening to the serials of the day, his mind running wild with images of his boyhood heroes and their fantastic adventures. He was 10 when his father bought the family their first television. Suddenly, the serials came to life before his eyes, although not perhaps as fantastically as he had imagined them.
There are 2 ships approaching.
Young George was less enthusiastic as a student. He excelled in subjects that interested him, music and the arts, and pretty much ignored everything else. Most of all, George Lucas loved cars. Lucas had a car even before he had a driver's license. He was soon racing his little Fiat Bianchina along the country roads of Modesto as fast as its 2 cylinders would carry him. He modified its engine and began winning racing trophies at amateur events around the area. He could see his future clearly. He would design, build, and drive his own race cars. But on a hot June afternoon in 1962, everything changed. Lucas was driving home along the dusty road that led to the family ranch. With the setting sun in his rearview mirror, he began to turn into his driveway. He never saw the big Chevy passing on his left at 90 miles per hour. The tiny Fiat was hit broadside. It rolled 8 or 9 times before wrapping itself around a walnut tree. Lucas was found face down on the highway. His skin was blue. He had no pulse. Lucas awoke to find himself in a hospital bed in Modesto. He was in critical condition. His lungs were crushed, his blood pressure almost non-existent. It was a miracle he was alive at all.
I remember waking up. There was a nurse there, and the first thing she said was, "You're all right. You have all your arms and legs. You're going to be okay."
Like Edward Muybridge, the accident changed his life.
You do say, well, why me? How did I possibly survive this? When in theory, everything said that no human should have made it through it. Well, maybe there's a reason why I'm here. Maybe I have stuff to do, and maybe I can't leave until I've done it.